fine. We were going to just use T-posts, but I thought 4 corner posts would make it a little bit more sturdy. I'll do that. I got the other 2 dug yesterday. I just got the 1 in the back and then the 2 for the gate left to do. So, you know, in the sand it goes pretty easy till you get down to the really dry stuff. Then it just falls out of your postal diggers. So it's better if you spray some water in after it gets to that point, let it soak for a second, and then you can get out the rest of it, but it goes pretty quick. See how it's starting to just fall out before I even get it up to the top? Now it's time to spray some water in there again and get it, because otherwise it just keeps falling out. And I just set the timer for 1 minute, and never how long I get over here, it gets over here. Which wasn't very much for this one, but it'll be plenty. I'm almost all the way down on that one anyway. And that's it for a post hole in the sand. Finally finishing up this fence around the garden. Got it stretched and done on all 3 sides except for right up here to the gate. And either I mismeasured or our roll was a little bit short, because we should have been about 150 feet if you take out the gate, and the roll was supposed to be 165, but I must have been way off when I measured. Anyway, getting that finished up. Just got the last little section here. All I did was put a piece of cattle panel up and use those big old giant staples. Since it was a railroad tie, I just used those big staples. And believe me, those are in there already about 1 inch, maybe 2 inches. They're pretty long, so a couple of them I just couldn't get to go in, but got them secured on here pretty good. This ain't going nowhere. Then I'm gonna stretch it and tie it off to this, and then lovely wife over there playing with her favorite toy. She's got all of that over there. I don't know if you can see, but that's 2 8 24 foot long, I guess, right? 3 times 8. So she's got 2 of those almost full, and she's gonna finish up this old stuff that's right there. The fence up, all the 6.5 foot fence. Now I'm making my little extensions. I'm just used an electric fence post to cut off the end, and I drilled 4 holes in there, right there like that. And then I'm just using some screws to attach it. I've tried cutting those little wings off before, so there's only 2 spot welds on there, but they hold really good. You have to cut them off with a grinder. You can't just bend them off, so that should hold just fine. And then I'm going to bend that tab around and screw it to the side on the corner, and then I'll have my extensions, so when the deer walk up to the fence, you know, this is 6.5 foot already, and they might not jump it, then they're going to look up and see the strands coming out this way, so they'll not sure what have to do, and they'll have to back up or whatever. So hopefully that will work, and then we can take all those little cages off of there to protect the cabbage and Brussels sprouts and broccoli and cauliflower I think she has in there right now. So they like to eat those down to the ground pretty much every time, and so we'll get those cages off of there because they're starting to stick out on the sides, and then they can grow real nice, and hopefully we'll keep the deer out. They've been eating my onions down there. These onions are supposed to, there's something I got from my mom, and they grow up. They're some kind of green onion, but they grow up and flower, and then that flower falls off and they just make more. So that should be like an onion patch, but they come in here and eat the tops off of them and keep them short. So they haven't been able to grow up, especially when those flowers and seeds start budding. They come in and just chomp the top off. So hopefully those will be able to grow up this year and make a whole bunch more onions, and you can just come down and get you a little handful every time you want. Because at my mom's house, she has about the same amount of a row, probably about 10 or 15 feet, and they're just thick and they're all over the place. So, but mine haven't flowered once yet, so hopefully that will fix this too. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.